First, let's get started with a pumpkin colored custom glitter mix. We have Matsy from Peachy Olive Glitters, Penny Lane, also from Peachy Olive Glitters, Orange Gerber Daisy from Pink and Purple Monkey, Orange Julius from Peachy Olive Glitters, and Roadblock from Mama Made LLC. We're then going to take 2 pop of color paints, orange and cherry tomato, apply them to the tumbler, and just start brushing away. We're then going to go in with a second coat, and we want to be sure to get full coverage here with this paint, so pay special attention to the handle to be sure that there's good coverage, as that's going to be exposed and not be the peekaboo portion. We're now going to go straight in with our custom glitter mix that we made earlier and just cover the entire cup. I let that dry for 2 hours and then went in with my glitter glue to seal in all of the glitter. As I said earlier, the handle's going to be exposed in this design, so we're going to put the glitter glue over the handle, and we're actually going to come back in with that glitter mix and apply it to just the handle area to be sure that there's complete and full coverage and no chance of any paint showing through. Next, we're going to go in with 2 coats of epoxy to be sure all of the glitter is sealed in. Now it's time to clean up our rim a little bit. I'm going to go around the top with my X-Acto knife to get any excess paint, epoxy, glitter, all of that out of there. Then I'm going to go in with a 60 grit sanding block and sand down that top rim to expose a little more stainless steel than you normally would, since we're going to have a peekaboo effect on this tumbler. And then I'm going to go back through and lightly sand the entire tumbler to be sure there's no glitter poking through. I then sprayed my tumbler down with some 91% alcohol and dried it all off. I went to Etsy and I found some pumpkin silhouettes and vines that I liked. Put them into my silhouette, got them cut out, and now I start the weeding process. If only I weeded this quickly. We sped it up quite a bit. Now I'm going to take those vines and pumpkins and just place them randomly over the tumbler. Now let's tape off the handle. You want to spend a lot of time here to be sure that it's completely covered, so when you go in with your spray paint, you don't have any spray paint that sneaks its way through there and creates lines. If so, you can always go back through with some rubbing alcohol or acetone to wipe off any paint that may have got through, but taking the extra time here really helps out quite a bit. Now it's time to spray paint our tumbler. I use vintage lace from Color Shop Paints. This stuff dries really quickly, so we can go almost immediately into our birch effect. I take black 3.0, and using a chip brush, I'm going to gently go in and brush kind of all across the tumbler, creating this birch effect. Now we go in and start removing the vinyl. Once all your vinyl's removed, we go in with 1 coat of epoxy. You can also add a little bit of microfine glitter to the epoxy if you'd like. I found this super cute Hey Pumpkin SVG at Diamonds and Dust on Etsy, and I just cut it out with my silhouette on plain matte black vinyl. I got these gorgeous floral decals from Gracefully Created. Now they're on a clear backing, as you can kind of see there, but they're printed with white ink, so you could put them on any color base and they're going to show up. Now you can lay these decals wherever you'd like on the tumbler. I kind of just spaced them out to where you could see them kind of evenly throughout the entire tumbler. Now we're going to go in with another coat of epoxy. After your epoxy's cured, I'm going to go in with a 120 grit sanding block and do my final sand to expose a little bit of stainless steel around that rim so our final coats of epoxy have something to adhere to. I'm also very lightly going to go in and sand over the entire tumbler. I find that this really helps with the paint pen that we're going to use in the next step. I'm now going to spray the tumbler down with some 91% alcohol and wipe clean with an old cloth. Now I'm going to go in with my trusty white Posca paint pen. Little disclaimer, I'm one of those crafters who just kind of keeps going. So I'm taking the white paint pen and just kind of outlining the flowers and leaves all along the tumbler. It does take quite a bit of time, so I'm going to speed this up here, but the end result is absolutely gorgeous. Now we're going to go in with our final coat of epoxy. And here it is. Look at how pretty this tumbler is. I know it's a lot of steps, but totally worth it in the end. This was a 30-ounce camper from Craft Haven. I also made this tumbler on a 20-ounce camper and a 24-ounce travel from Steel Magnolia. I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and thank you so much for watching.